Okay, the first step is to attach the wire, which is in the bottom of this right support. This is going to go on this side right here. And it has a wire wound around here. We've got to loosen that first. See, it's labeled right. The cord is underneath here, held on by a wire tie. I'm going to cut that. Frees up the cable. Okay, so we're going to take this wire, which was wrapped around this, and tie it around this cable. And then pull this up through this leg. There's a wire hanging out the top also. Kind of have to feed it from the bottom also to make sure there's not too much resistance. And there it is. Now we're going to lay this down. It goes in there like that. Then we're going to attach this to the screw, but you're not supposed to use the screw that's here. You're supposed to take it out. Put the other screws in this huge bag of screws. It's nice to have all of them labeled, all the screws labeled, and the washers and so forth. Looking for screw D. They even have them labeled by which step you're in. I'm in step 3. Okay, and there it is. I'm in step 3 in the manual. Step 3 in the manual, and there's the screw I want. It's a ground screw. First I take this screw out. It's just a holder, place screw. And I'm using just a ratcheted screwdriver, but you could use any kind. Yeah, it's just really going to speed up the process having these all labeled, because sometimes it's tricky figuring out exactly what screws are what based on their lengths and diameters. So we take the ground wire here, we put the ground screw in. Okay, it's going in now. So what you might have to do is take the screw that comes with it out. Well, take the screw that comes with it, screw it all the way in, which apparently enlarges the hole a little bit. The regular grounding screw will screw in all the way. So we're ready for step 4, which is to stand this up. Okay, so we're going to stand this up and attach it here. Looks like it's going to go in these 2 holes. The long bolts will go vertically, the short bolts will go horizontally. All of them gets these star washers. Probably can use this, well, can use a socket on this, and I will probably. And these obviously will be, there's 2 additional here, which will go on the other side. That's why there's 4 of everything. The socket wrench, a little faster. A little tricky on this side. May not be able to use the socket on that side because of the angle of this. Okay, and it tells us not to totally tighten the screws yet. Yeah, see why they want you to leave it loose, so you can adjust where the bolts go in, make sure things line up. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put the other side on. Okay, there are both sides on, and not totally tightened. And now we're going to put the base covers on, and we're going to slide them down, but we're not going to snap them down in place yet. And like everything so far, these are marked. This is left. So we'll slide it down on here. We don't want to snap it in place yet, so leave it loose. And now we're going to put the upright crossbar on. Step 6. Looks like it's going that way. Step 6. So we go to our handy chart here. And step 6 are these 4 bolts here. And you want to get them all in and lined up first, and then just partially tighten them. And these go in with this Allen wrench that Okay, now we're going to install the tray. Here's the tray. And this is step 7. We're going to use these truss head screws. There's 2 holes here that are going to match up with these 2 holes here. Okay, now we're ready to attach the handrails. And there are two holes here. We're going to do it to the hole closest to the front. For now, I guess there'll be another screw going in later. Assume. Okay, we're not supposed to tighten them completely yet. Okay, and we want to put the wire over like so. Make sure we don't pinch it. Now we're supposed to take these screws out that were left in here for some reason. These screws out, I'm not sure if we'll use them again or not. So we're going to install the console next. And we have to lay it down on a soft surface so we don't scratch anything. So we have to remove the pulse crossbar first. First we need to take the wrapping off. These screws using a standard Phillips. Okay, there's the 4 screws we removed. And the pulse crossbar. There's the crossbar. Okay, 9. It's okay. The bottom trays are in like that. Okay, now we have to put the pulse crossbar on the arms. Installed across the pulse crossbar, and we're using this bolt and a star washer and this little screw. Handlebar, which we left loose before. Okay, now we're ready to put the console on, and this is a 2-person job. What you got on the left? Question is, I should have looked. Cable. This cable's right here. It's got to connect back to here. So. And first thing I gotta do is connect this cable. Okay, we had to connect the cable back here. Yeah.
That's much much better fit for the cable.
Yeah,
that works.
not really.
That works.
On the bottom of the console, which you can't see in the previous video here, just seeing the back of us, but these are the bolts that we put in right here, 2 on each side and 2 there. And then there's your heart crossbar, which I had upside down, but now it's on correctly, arching upward. Okay, so these screws go right in here. Go ahead and put those in now. Okay, on this pulse crossbar, I just noticed there's also 2 more screws. They go up here in the flat part. So don't forget those. Well, you'll end up with too many screws. You'll have 2 left over, so you would figure it out then. Okay, I received the mat to go under my Nordic 1750 Commercial Treadmill today. It was a couple days late. I got it for free. It's a $50 value, and it was part of the deal I worked out with Nordic Track in buying the 1750. So this will go underneath the treadmill, which right now I have on the cardboard that it came in. Came rolled up in this box. It's actually a ProForm product. According to the salesman, they handle Nordic Track and ProForm. So I'll be putting this under the treadmill. Okay, I'm going to put the crossbar in the shock absorber like thing on the treadmill so we can raise and lower it with 1 person. But it takes 2 people to do this. First we take the screws out using the Allen wrench provided. And we'll put them back on and use a star washer. This has a label on it, this side toward belt, so that's the way we will orient it. So first I'm going to pick it up, and then my wife's going to hold it in place. You got to be able to lift at least 45 pounds once this has a shock absorber on it. Right now it's even heavier. This one? slots that it slides into. Take the bolt off that goes across, one on the bottom. There's a little tie on the top here. And you want to face these stickers so you can see them. Okay, in order to give you a close-up of what we're doing here, since you're really just seeing the back of us, this crossbar here, you take these bolts out, and then you set this in. So then this crossbar goes down in this groove, actually in this angle, and then you put the bolts back in. And then same way with this shock absorber or whatever you call it. You take the bolt out here and then put it back in. I think maybe you have to add the star washer, I can't remember. And you may have to add the washer to these bolts also. But then this bolts in here, the top and bottom. And obviously you locate this with the label out. Okay, it's got a place to push your foot here right now. It's locked in place. It'll stand by itself. Suppose if you push on this, now it releases it.
Hold on to it, it goes down.
I am. See if my wife can lift it. Maybe too heavy for you, but try.
No, it's easier. That's easier.
And push it all the way up and lock it. And that should be locked.
No.
No? Okay, now see if you can release it. Take it down. I'll help you.
No.
No, no. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
Well, it's at a point where that's because it's on this stupid cardboard and it's not level. So that's the cardboard. I don't think it'll do that when we have it.
Okay, so should we be taking the cardboard out?
Yeah,
Let's
but
just cut it in half.
just make sure you can do it.